Okay, I'll need to just toggle you on. I'm just going to check the platforms. So thank you, anybody who's joining us. Welcome to our first live stream on the 21-day Smartpurse January Challenge. I'm just checking to see, we've got a tool that we use called Restream, which sometimes we might have a few technical issues. So I'm just going through our channels to make sure we are live across the board. Okay. Smart Instagram. Hello, everybody. Instagram looks like it's not connecting with our tool, so I am just going to connect there on the phone. Okay, Olga, I know that the Instagram viewers will not be able to see you, unfortunately, but I'm just going to loop them in and then they can connect on the other channels if they wish. Just bear with us, the live stream is just about to start. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're having a lovely evening and potentially first day back at work went well, not too tired, and I'll just be with you in 1 second. I'm just setting up live on the Instagram here. Some behind the scenes of just one of these. So we're going live across LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So if you've got any comments, it will appear here and we'll ask all your questions. Okay, so we're live on Instagram as well. Hi there, how are you doing? We are also live on our other platforms, so you might not be able to see our CEO, Olga. Thank you so much, everybody who's joining us. But if you want to connect with us on any of the other platforms, you will also be able to see fabulous Olga, who is also joining us. Olga. So, welcome everybody to the 21-day Smartpurse January Challenge. I'm Amanda. I am the marketing manager for the UK for Smartpurse, and I'll introduce you to Olga, who is our fabulous CEO.
Yeah, hi everyone. Super happy that so many of you are joining this challenge. I think we are getting better with the live stream every time we do it. Somehow this tool seems to have its intricacies, but anyhow, that shall not diminish all of our efforts. There's over 100 people actually in the challenge, so you really are not alone at all. And yeah, we designed this actually based on Amanda's great idea, just to give everybody, I would say, kind of a little bit of a glimpse of motivation to finally do something with your finances. We will not going to share a lot of, I would say, in-depth investment insights. Okay, if any one of you wants that, please email Smartpurse or connect with me on LinkedIn. Very happy to share. But a series of 21 daily quests and live streams twice a week. And we hope that this will give you the energy and motivation, and most importantly, also fun to take out of it whatever you feel is relevant for you and kind of get into the habit of managing your money consistently. And maybe we can speak about the importance of consistency a little bit later on, but many people always ask me saying, Olga, what's your magic recipe for investing? And it's actually a very boring recipe, which is just invest consistently without thinking about it too much. The consistency carries you a great and long way. So I hope you will have an amazing challenge. Of course, super delighted to also get your feedback and your inputs and hopefully lots of questions here. But with that, enough from me. I shall hand over back to you, Amanda, to take people on what to expect in the next days and any other things that we might need to touch on. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about what's coming up in the next 21 days, what we've got in store for you. We're going to have a little preview as well for our challenge tomorrow. For those of you who have already signed up, you'll have seen our challenge today. It's all about goal setting. Tomorrow is going to be about budgeting. So we're going to dive a wee bit into one of our favorite budgeting methods over here, which is the 50-30-20 method. So we're going to touch on that as well. And then just talk about a little bit about what holds us back and what we can do to help and why we've created a community within Smartpurse and just talk you around the challenge and how you can really make sure that this year your resolutions stick. Because did you know actually this Friday, last week, 23% of people have already given up on their New Year's resolutions. So if you are still hanging in there, you're doing well. And then the second drop off is this Friday. So yeah, so our challenge is here to kind of take you through when the going gets tough in the bleak January to make sure you achieve those goals this year.
Yeah, it's like with fitness, right? The goal is to get through the workout. It's not necessarily to do the workout excellently. That will come later. But to get through it, and you have 20 days ahead of you, and we certainly will be checking in on you every now and then. So, it's going to be a lot of fun.
So if you've not already and you're just joining us at the moment, our 21-day challenge, we are doing 2 lives, which you will see here on Instagram and across our social media channels. But you also get access to our app, which is a financial toolkit. So whether you just want to do the challenge or you want to learn about investing sustainably, your pensions, retiring in style, whatever your financial goals might be. If you don't find it in the challenge, although we've tried to cover it all, you can just take advantage of getting our app for free for a month as well, can't you, Olga?
Yeah, absolutely. And for those of you who are not from the UK or from Switzerland, and therefore currently cannot download our app because we're preparing a big release with the global version, but it just wasn't possible to get there in time for the challenge. Do not despair. The same content is also available on the web. So if you don't have the app, just log into the web, same benefits, and you can access all of our money lessons there. It's over 80 money lessons. You see a lot of talking head, Olga, on video, on all kind of topics around budgeting, investing, and whatever takes you fancy. Then you learn this way. Also, for any one of you, naturally, who has the app, same login can be used for the web. So Smartpurse is fully synchronized. In that regard, you can learn with the most convenient method to you. And for those who do not want to learn at all, you still will be getting a daily challenge email. So just follow the instructions in that email. Okay?
Yes.
No excuses not to get on with action.
And I think that's it, especially in January. January, no matter what your job is, I think January is usually a very busy time, isn't it? So you've got sometimes got the kids going back to school, got so much on our plate. So just to know that if you've just got that one email, that's all you need to do. Sometimes you don't have anything else, and just commit to doing the action that day, and you're going to see a big change at the end of that 21 days. So the first week, it's all just really about laying a strong foundation, not only for the challenge, but for your financial future ahead. So today it was all about setting financial goals. So if anybody on Instagram or joining from any of our channels, does anyone want to put their hand up and say what their goals are for this year? The biggest ones that we found when I was doing my research is usually is buying a house. A lot of people are looking to have additional income streams this year as well. It's probably because for the cost of living crisis in the UK, certainly. I don't know what it's like over there, Olga, in Switzerland. Is there a cost of living crisis? Is it?
Well, Switzerland is never in debt crisis, but our energy prices have gone up another 18%.
Right.
Health insurance has gone up 8.5%, right?
Right.
Rent will go up.
Mhm.
So it already has. We've seen an increase, and now it will go up again in April.
Okay.
Naturally, the high interest rates, mortgages, and any short-term borrowing of money has gone up. So Actually, there were estimates that now 20% of Swiss households have lost all of their saving potential.
Wow.
Like they can't anymore cope, which naturally, one would believe Switzerland is such a wealthy country and
Yeah.
always super well off. But there is an increasing, I would say, population of people that live in hidden poverty.
Yeah.
And it really is starts to be a problem because it is hidden. And yes, the support system is here, but it's not great. So budgeting will become paramount for many, many people,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
And it might have been a skill that people didn't need to know before in the past, and now it's time they need to make their money count.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially if you are, housing in Switzerland is extremely expensive, right?
Hmm.
An average house or home costs about 1 million. Okay. So naturally, people have very high mortgages, and that
Yeah.
starts to become a problem. I mean, that's not to paint a dark picture because
Yeah.
every challenge also brings opportunities.
Absolutely.
Naturally, for example, for good money hygiene, and there will be good investment opportunities, I think, this year. In particular in the tech area, in particular in sustainability. I think
Mhm.
there are some fun things forming up, but it just means that one has to get on and in sync with one's finances. As simple as that it is.
Definitely, definitely. And the misconception about budgeting as well is it's very restrictive. And what I found is obviously if you've got enough to budget, if you've got enough to be able to have money reserved over for fun, it can actually just really free up and help you accomplish your maybe traveling goals, house goals that you didn't have before when you didn't stick to a budget because you weren't keeping an eye on your money and it was just kind of burning a hole in your pocket. So we really love the 50, 30, 20 method here at Smartpurse. That's what we talk a lot about within our app. Olga, would you like to talk more about the methods?
Yeah, not necessarily because it's for tomorrow's quest. I think I would love to touch on a thing that we shared with everybody today, which is probably one of the most important things when it comes being good with money, which is to
Hmm.
understanding why you're doing it,
Yeah.
understanding your objectives. And when I teach financial seminars, financial planning becomes like this tedious task for many people. And they kind of get buried in Excel spreadsheets, and then the figures do not match. And one tries to calculate very precise amounts and all of these things. And my invitation to you, and that's really based on experience now, having been teaching thousands of people through this process, is to kind of be kind to yourself. A financial plan is there as a guiding tool, okay? It's as dynamic as your life might be, and
Hmm.
you kind of should look at it as a North Star. So that's why, for example, if you love to plan with a mind map or a vision board or draw pictures, okay? All of this will get you there as well. It doesn't have to be a boring figure crunching exercise.
Hmm.
The only thing that is very important is that you can somehow come to terms to say, where do I want to be in the long term? And do I, in the midterm, in the next 3 to 5 years, need really sizable chunks of money? Do I need
Yeah.
maybe next year a really big chunk of money? Because especially for the mid and for the long term, you then can use time to start putting money aside. Okay,
Hmm.
that is what the secret of financial planning is all about, to help us to use time to plan ahead. The
Hmm.
figures that you will be calculating, most likely in 6 months, already will be obsolete and kind of wrong anyway. So, in the same way, like every business is doing some form of a financial forecast,
Yeah.
and the forecast proves to be terribly wrong in most cases, okay, already 3 months down the road. It's the process of forecasting, it's the
Mhm.
process of goal setting that is of value to you, not necessarily having it down to perfection, having calculated each and every figure.
Oh, that really takes the pressure off when you say that. I think that's
Yeah, and in that sense, it becomes an an incredibly interesting exercise also to potentially have a discussion with your family, with your children, with your loved ones, with your partner, more around where is it that we are going as a family, a partnership, or even among friends, rather than being buried in Excel spreadsheets. And I'm mentioning this because so many people in my seminars tended to get stuck, and then they lost all the energy. Okay, and they got so frustrated. It was like, bloody hell, this calculation, and I don't even know whether it's right or wrong. And then they ended up in paralysis.
Yeah.
So we don't want you to end in paralysis. We kind of want you to sharpen your mindset to the long term, the midterm, and the short term, but with some kindness to yourself.
Yes. Absolutely, and kindness and being realistic as well. To not just think you're going to cut everything out the budget, which can be very tempting to do when you're saying if you've got really big money goals the next year. To when we get the beginning of January, when we're full of gusto to say, right, that's it. There's going to be no holidays, no X, Y, Z, and then you can go for a while without anything and result in overspending.
Yeah, or you do it like the people that follow the FIRE method, right?
Yeah.
Financially independent, retire early. They deliberately, really deliberately scrunch the budget and save whatever they can save in order to invest the money, then trying to live from, or later on having an income on recurring revenues from their investments. It is one philosophy, and actually in the United States, there is a hugely growing population of FIRE community people,
Right.
right? Kind of really putting themselves to saving challenges down
Uh-huh.
to not spending a single penny. But this has to be a choice. It's
Yes.
a lifestyle choice, like it is a lifestyle choice to maybe say I become vegan, or I become a
Yeah.
vegetarian, or I only wear secondhand clothing, or whatever, right? If you just crunch the budget for the sake of January, then it might end up being an ineffective diet, as all the gym memberships are ineffective as well.
Yes, that's true. Mine's won't be this year. This is the year.
This is the year. Amanda, do you want to share a
Yes,
couple of thoughts and insight around the experts that will be joining us on the next lives and what to expect, so everybody
definitely.
listening here knows when and
Definitely.
how? And
Let's talk about it. I'm just pulling up what we've got in store for the week. 1 second. So some, 1 second, guys. Okay, so this week, as I said, we're laying the foundations for the rest of the challenge. So we're starting today with goal setting. So if you have joined the challenge already, you will have in the email an opportunity to download a free PDF and guides to help you set those goals, and also tips in the email. But if you have not signed up for the challenge yet and you would like to have access to the PDF, please just comment on whatever social channel you're watching, guide, and I will DM you that, no problem. Tomorrow we are going to be talking about budgeting. Later in the week, we are really, really excited because we have the fabulous Abundant Budgets coming on, and she is just she has created lots of budgets, got a successful Etsy shop, a successful side hustle as well on social media, and she is the queen of no spend days. So one of our challenges for the weekend is a no spend day, and she is going to be coming on sharing some of our, not only our budgeting tips, but also how you can get your family, your friends on board to having really a fun no spend day where you don't spend any money, the kids aren't complaining, and you make some beautiful memories as well. Later on in the week as well, we are going to be decluttering. I know you'd said about it's a lifestyle. Some people like only to wear secondhand clothes and things like this. Vinted eBay is a great way to kind of side hustle, make extra money, and especially in January to have a big clear out. So we're going to be doing this later in the week as well. We're going to be talking about emergency funds too. And later in the month, we have got somebody that I can't mention yet, but lots of you on Instagram are probably familiar with, who is going to be taking us through a guide of how to set up a successful side hustle if you're looking to try and make more money this year. We have got this 21 days absolutely jam packed, and I don't want to give the show away for everything, but this for this week it's all about laying the foundations, and we're going to be checking in every Monday, and we encourage everybody to look onto the app and comment, because we host the community on the app. So if you are in the UK or Switzerland, everyone can speak to each other within the app by hitting the comment at the bottom. Sorry guys, 1 second. Oh, sorry, I'll just be 1 second here. Oh dear, we've got some technical issues in Scotland. That was nothing to do with me pulling out the wrong plug. It was definitely a small power cut there. We'll pretend we didn't see that. So if you do have goals, for financial goals for this year, we would absolutely love it if you joined the challenge. We have got the link within our bio across all of our platforms.
Okay, I'm not sure if Amanda might have
access to the community, and having access to the community motivated, I think for me, is the most helpful thing to keep me on track with trying to start any new habit.
Okay, Amanda, you were cutting out a little bit. I might have been to do with the plug. Sorry, can you repeat your last sentence? What is the thing that keeps you on track?
Having a community, having people there that I can speak to, and just putting out there and being honest and not feeling like I'm alone, because especially with finances, it can be hard to know where to start, and just to know that other people are going through the same situations. Not everybody's got it figured out, and it can feel like that way sometimes. And to be going through a challenge and knowing you have a safe space that you can go and you can either speak within the app or you can message back with us on the emails, and we'll be there to answer any of your questions, because we want everyone to be able to reach their financial goals this year, and we're going to be here to help you every step of the way.
Absolutely. And those people who have no app on any social media channel or through email, please don't shy away to get in touch. Also, you can connect to other people, right? At least those who have the app. And if you are looking for a challenge buddy and don't have the app, so then just let us know. We will happily find you a challenge buddy or be your challenge buddy, whatever takes you fancy. And also do not shy away from asking the questions. Questions will come up, and that's also good, right? This is not a financial education course. This is a really good, cool activity to get everybody going. So naturally, yes, whatever takes you fancy, just ask, okay? Do not shy away. Also, wherever you might be on your journey, right? There might be people that are just starting out. There might be people that already are hardcore investors, and we want each and every one of you to take some inspiration from this activity. Finally, if you have friends or colleagues that still want to join, it is possible up till Wednesday. One still can sign up. After that, we are closing the sign up, because then to catch up with kind of 5 or 6 days of daily tasks might become overboarding for people. But up to Wednesday, it's possible. So don't shy away to take your buddies and friends along. To the two women here that are still figuring out their live stream tools. I can promise that certainly me is much better with finances than I am with live streaming. Take my word for that.
Okay, brilliant. And then everybody on Instagram, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see the full screen, you might have missed it, so you can see Olga as well, you can watch the replay in the app. The replay will be available from tomorrow as well. So thank you so much, everybody who's listened in. We wish you all the best for your financial goals and for the rest of the year. Thank you.
And we see everybody latest next week or on Friday, Amanda?
On Thursday. Sorry, it's Thursday. Thursday, 12:30 with Rebecca from Abundant Budgets.
Wonderful. Okay, and look out for that next email tomorrow morning. That shall get you going. Have fun, everybody.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.